This video is about Marin County, California, why people are moving here, why people stay living here, and why some people decide to leave. In other words, what are the pros and cons of living in Marin County? So let's get to it. If you're moving to Marin, reach out to me because I love to help people just like you make a smart move. Check out the description below for a bunch of free resources and my contact information. On to the pros and cons of Marin. I've lived in Marin County for 27 years and raised 3 children here. Why did I move here? 3 reasons. Pro number 1, incredible beauty. Anyone that visits Marin can't miss that it's breathtakingly beautiful. Marin is located just over the Golden Gate Bridge. About 260,000 people live here in 838 square miles, and about 300 of that is in the water. Marin's population density is only about 500 people per square mile. Hey, San Francisco, just over the bridge, is over 17,000 people per square mile. We have tons of open space and loads of super pretty, peaceful water, whether it's in the ocean, bay, lakes, or rivers. One visit to one of our waterfront townhomes like Sausalito, Tiburon, Larkspur, Corte Madera, or San Rafael, and you'll be smitten with the sheer beauty. Research says that water draws in humans, captivates our attention, and influences our behavior in some unexpected ways. I'd say one of those ways is that we are happier surrounded by water. At least I am, but water isn't the whole story here. We have national parks like Muir Woods, Mount Tamalpais, which we all call Mount Tam, and Angel Island. These are also stunning locations. Bottom line, everywhere in Marin, you are either gazing at some beautiful nature or all you need to do is turn around or turn a corner to see it. So what is the second reason that I moved to Marin? Pro number 2. On my first visit, I could feel the Marin vibe. It's more laid back and friendlier than my experiences in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Sacramento. Frankly, I don't like the frantic rat race culture in many of our American cities. Marin offered a more peaceful vibe that is also quite casual too. Yes, we have loads of super expensive homes, and you might think that we're just a bunch of snotty rich people, but you won't find stores like Armani, Prada, or Gucci in Marin County. You'll have to go to San Francisco for that. And if you're into those kinds of retail products, San Francisco is close by, so no worries. But here in Marin, we're just a bit more of a casual group, and I like that a lot. What is the third reason I moved to Marin? Pro number 3. I was planning to start a family, and I knew from my research that Marin County has top-rated public schools. In fact, Marin County is known for having a very strong educational system and several highly rated public schools. For more information on our public school system, check out my video here. Additionally, Marin has awesome private schools, although frankly, many of our public schools feel like a private school. That's coming from me, a mom that had 3 kids at both private and public schools here. In any event, if you want to know more about Marin private schools, check out this video. Okay, so all of those were reasons why people moved to Marin. But once people are here, what lovely windfalls do we discover? Pro number 4, mild weather and sunny days. We have amazing weather, not extremely cold and not extremely hot. Here's the average temperatures of Marin during the entire year. Easy to see that it doesn't change that much. What this doesn't show though is our microclimates. If you like warmer weather, it gets incrementally warmer as you go north. Novato, one of the warmest spots, rarely breaks 91 degrees in the summer. But on the same day, it could be 68 degrees in Sausalito. So if you prefer colder weather, you'll gravitate towards southern Marin, where some places like Mill Valley and Sausalito can even get some cooling fog rolling over the hills. Another great aspect of our weather is that we have about 260 sunny days in Marin every year. Seriously, in the dead of winter, we will have beautiful sunny days. Our weather is hard to beat anywhere in the world. What's another windfall you'll discover when you move to Marin? Pro number 5, tons of activities that you can do. Biking, hiking, walking, water sports. So many water sports. Sailing, paddleboarding, goes on and on. Marin's natural landscape is a diverse tapestry to do things. Visit the towering redwoods of Muir Woods, the rugged coastline of the Marin Headlands, the beaches of Point Reyes National Seashore and its iconic Point Reyes Lighthouse. Do the long Tennessee Valley walk to the beach, the Cascade Canyon hike next to its cascading waterfalls, and so many hiking trails through beautiful terrain that you could live here your whole life and still find new places to visit. Match this beautiful land with our mild weather, and you know you'll be outside a good chunk of the year, enjoying this heavenly place to live. And another windfall of Marin, pro number 6, our proximity to other places. Not as nice as Marin, but close by, like San Francisco, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour and a half from different parts of Marin to get there, or Sonoma and Napa valleys with their world-class wineries. Again, as close as 15 minutes from parts of Marin or as far as an hour and a half from others. Also, Tahoe isn't that far for some snow skiing. Some Marin residents can get to the first ski resort in less than 2.5 hours. Many Marin families have children on the skiing teams in the Tahoe area because it's just that convenient. And another windfall, pro number 7, the healthy vibe lifestyle. Okay, fun fact. Women live longer in Marin County than any other county in the United States. But outside of that, we can all feel the healthy vibe. You can't miss the exercise clubs, golf courses, tennis clubs, biking lanes, walking trails, and you can't miss seeing all of our local farm fresh produce and cheeses in our stores and in our farm to fork restaurants. Plus, there's no doubt that living on the coast means fresh air almost all of the time. We're a healthy bunch. What can I say? Okay, what about the cons? Why do some people in Marin pack up and leave Marin? Con number 1. It's probably no surprise to you that the number 1 reason for people leaving, outside of the pull of living closer to family that just don't happen to live here, is that it's expensive. You can't live in paradise and expect it to be cheap. The average home in Marin is currently around $1.7 million. The average rent is around $4,000. But it's not just housing. You'll find that food, gas, services, property taxes, and homeowner's insurance are all on the pricey end when you live in Marin. And that is why some people leave. They sell their expensive homes and go buy where it is less expensive. But let me tell you a little secret. All the people I know who have left miss it so much that they are longing to return. Sometimes we really don't know what we have until we no longer have it. I digress. Yes, I have more cons. Con number 2, Marin could be a lot more racially diverse. Here are some recent demographics. We are more than 70% white, about 15% Hispanic, 6% Asian, and only about 3% Black. Marin has a lot more work to reach some acceptable level of racial diversity. And in all honesty, here's a few more cons. Restaurants. Restaurants are good and some are fantastic, but we don't have a bunch of Michelin star restaurants like San Francisco has. But San Francisco is super close, so no worries. Fires. Northern California has had enough fires that homeowner insurance has risen, especially in places that are considered high-risk fire areas. And we have some of those in Marin County. Earthquakes. Okay, I've lived in California my whole life, and I felt a lot more earthquakes when I lived in San Jose than I have felt since I've lived in Marin. But they are a feature of most California living. Thankfully, it's a very rare day that we feel one. I've felt maybe 4 or 5 in the last 27 years in Marin. Okay, there's a lot of smaller earthquakes, but I don't actually feel them. Traffic. Having only one main highway running through Marin is convenient, but during commute hours, portions of it can get backed up, as well as some of the side streets leading to more western towns like San Anselmo, Ross, and Fairfax. There are some other modes of transportation besides our freeway. We have ferries that go into San Francisco, and we also have a good city bus system. But if you must drive, you will want to figure out how you can best navigate the traffic. And by the way, the traffic is not as bad as Los Angeles or other places that I've lived, but it's still there. In the end, the pros of living in Marin, in my opinion, far outweigh the negative ones. How lucky we are to live in a paradise like Marin. And as a devoted local realtor, I hold within me loads of stories of countless families who have found their sanctuary here. Marin County is an irreplaceable haven. Come check it out.